Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Valentine's Day, first of all. Hope your day is good. But today I am going to be I'm actually just going to be showing you guys my top 15 favorite romance books of all time. Well, so far, all the romance books I've read in my whole life. But that's basically what we're going to be doing, so let's get into it. So these books are in no particular order. They're all on my phone, by the way, just because it's easier to access. I have all the books in my room, but I just don't feel like getting them off my shelf. And then I'll have to put them back. But yeah, I'm lazy. But basically, the first book we have over here is The Foreseeable Future by Emily Adrian. I don't know if that wants to focus. Did it focus, guys? I don't know. Maybe. Hopefully you can see that. But that's what it looks like. The Foreseeable Future is with Audrey and Seth, and they both live in the same place, and it's just like, I really don't know how to explain it. They live in the same place, and she wants to leave that place, and he doesn't. He wants to stay there, and they're dating, and they're talking about, oh yeah, I'm always like, they're gonna, and for the foreseeable future, they're gonna be together, and then basically at the end, boom. Guess what? You guys have to read the book. Okay. So the next book I have is Chasing Perfect by Susan Mallory. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. But it's by Susan Mallory. And it's such a good book. It's so cute. And it's just like a fluffy, cute book. It's just so nice. And basically what happens is, I forgot her name, but the girl, she moves, and then there's Josh, yeah. So the girl moves there, and then she meets Josh, and everybody loves Josh because he's a biker. And everybody just loves him, period, for who he is. But everybody just loves Josh, and then they're like, oh yeah, you're gonna fall for him. And then she's like, no, I'm not. And then she falls for him. But he also falls for her. Most of the people who like him, he doesn't fall for them. But he falls for her, and then guess what? They get together. And then at the end, there's kind of like a little thing, And then the next book, which is a series I have, is the Hush Hush series by Becca Fitzpatrick. I'm sorry, I probably murdered that name. But that's what it looks like. There's 4 books. There's Hush Hush, Crescendo, Silence, and Finale. Crescendo is the second one. Silence is the third one. Finale is the fourth one. And Hush Hush is the first one. So that's what it looks like. It's a kind of, it's like a dark, it's kind of like a dark one, but what can I say? The next one I have is All or Nothing at All by Jennifer Probst. I probably murdered that name also. But that's what it looks like. That's the cover. And basically what happens in this book is Sydney gets pregnant at 16 with Tristan. And basically, the day she's going to tell him that she's pregnant, he leaves to New York or something like that. But she doesn't say anything because she wants him to stay. But if he's only going to stay for the kid, then she's not going to tell him. And then basically, a few years later, he comes back. But what's her name? Sydney already has her kid. Her kid's like 6. And basically, he gets mad at her for not telling him and stuff. So, yeah. The next thing I have is P.S. I Like You. It's with Lily and I forgot his name. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not good with names, but basically it's with Lily. She writes songs, and basically she has this book, and her math teacher took it away from her because she's always writing the book, and the math teacher knows it's not chemistry notes or whatever. But yeah. And you just have to see it. And she basically falls in love with her enemy without even knowing it's her enemy, because it's like a pen pal. It's anonymous. The next thing I have is The Kiss Quotient by Helen Wong. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry if you can't. But that's what it looks like. And basically it's Stella, and I don't remember his name. I'm so sorry. It's Stella. And basically she's never had, and she's never kissed anybody. But she basically hires him for that. And she has a whole bunch of money. And then eventually she falls for him, and he falls for her. And then at the end, there's like a little problem. And then, yeah. You just have to read the book. The next thing I have is the Twilight series. I only have one picture right now. But that's the Twilight series. I actually have all 5 books. I have Twilight, I have New Moon, I have Eclipse, I have Breaking Dawn, and I have Midnight Sun. it's just so great. I think my favorite book of the series is Midnight Sun, and then Breaking Dawn, then Twilight, then New Moon. I mean, not then New Moon, then Eclipse, and then New Moon. New Moon I didn't really like because of Jacob. I know people are like, oh my god, Jacob's the best, but like I do like Edward better. So the next one I have is The Young Honeymooners by Christina Lauren. I literally love Christina Lauren. I love all her books. You're gonna see like 2 books in here. These are just my top ones, but I also have other ones that I like. So the Honeymooners is a hate to love book, and it's really great. It's just great. The next one I have is Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. And this one is Josh and Hazel. They're like at first they knew each other in high school, and then they become best friends after college. And she's a teacher, and what does he do? I don't even know what he does, but he does something. He works, but yeah. They're kind of like friends with benefits, I guess you could say. The next one I have is What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. Becky Albertalli is the author of Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, and Adam Silvera is the author of They Both Die at the End. If you haven't read those 2 books, they're both really, really great. I didn't put They Both Die at the End on here because it's not a romance. It's a really sad book, so if you guys like sad books, you could go read that. And it's a boy-boy romance, and one of them already experienced heartbreak, and the other hasn't experienced... The other one hasn't experienced love at all, so he's inexperienced. The next one is Maybe in Another Life, which I loved this book. I loved it. And basically what happens is the girl, she gets in a car crash, and basically it's saying, oh, what happened if I didn't get in a car crash, and what would have happened if I did get in a car crash. You don't know which story is true, so you have to just use your mind and think of the one you think would actually happen. And in my opinion, I think the one where she got in a car crash was actually the one that was true, because how can you come up with such a descriptive story? So basically in the one where she does get in a car crash, she falls